B2 friends, it's good to see you. So, today we're starting a brand new unit and it's all on fables. Can you say fables? Fables. It's a fun word to say. So, some of our P2 friends have already started learning about fables while we were in Carlton, and learning about fables is going to be new for others, and that's okay because fables are amazing stories. So, again, fables. I wanted to show you some illustrations that I found from an author from his books, and his name was Aesop. Again, another awesome word, Aesop. He was from a long, long, long time ago. And he wrote lots of stories that you know and don't even realize you know, like The Ant and the Grasshopper, Wolf in Sheep's Clothes, and The Hare and the Tortoise. Now, some people call it The Rabbit and the Turtle. And what's really awesome is other authors along the way have taken these fables and rewritten them, retold them in different ways. So you have learned fables and read about fables and heard fables for a long time and probably didn't even realize. One fable that you're going to work on today for your assignment is called The Lion and the Mouse. And we have a book for you in the assignment, and there's also a video. So let's talk about fables for a second, okay? So fables are different from other stories, okay? It's a type of story, but there's usually a lesson or a moral. And that is something that the characters learn along the way and that readers can think about too, okay? It looks like these dragons, looks like they learned a valuable lesson. If I read the book or the story, I might learn what that moral or lesson is. Again, we said the moral or the lesson of a story tells what the characters learn. And most of the time, the characters in fables are animals. Most of the time. So I wanted to write down, so a moral or a lesson tells what the character learned in the story. And I wrote down some famous morals that have been in stories. Maybe you've heard them before, maybe you haven't. I'm going to read just a couple of them. Slow and steady wins the race. That's from The Tortoise and the Hare. Slow and steady wins the race. So that means if you take your time, if you do things the right way, you'll win or you'll get to the finish line. Beauty is only skin deep. Doesn't that also mean that what's inside really counts? Because the outside of something could be really, really great. Like maybe this cake looks amazing. This cake that you want to eat, it's beautiful. There's all these great decorations on it. But when you get inside, it doesn't taste good. I will let you look through here and see if there are any other morals or lessons that you've heard about or read about in your books. Okay, I'm going to move on. So here's your learning target today, and then I'll go over to the assignment page to explain it a little bit more. But your learning target today is I can retell a story and find the moral or lesson in a story. Because what you're going to do with The Lion and the Mouse is actually retell the story. You're going to use a story map. So I can retell a story and find the moral or lesson in a story. So let me go over here. Move myself up, make myself a little bigger. Here's your assignment. Okay, fun with fables. And there we go. I was having trouble moving my screen. Just like when it's in school, mistakes happen. This is what I already explained to you. So these are just to get you excited about what's happening, about the new unit with the fables. And here are your instructions. And instructions are must-dos. These are things you have to do. You don't have a choice. It's your expectation, okay? I want you to say, I can retell a story and find the moral or lesson in a story. You're going to watch the video, The Lion and the Mouse, which is attached below. I'd also like you to read the story, Lion and the Mouse. It's attached below, okay? You're going to use the Fable story map to create your own story map, and I'll show that to you. That's here, okay? You're going to put in the title. You're going to write down who the characters are and what the setting is. Remember, the setting is where something takes place and when too, if you can figure that out. Then there's the beginning, middle, and end. And I love that the district put these illustrations right from the book to help you remember the beginning, middle, and end. And then the moral or the lesson of what the character learned. So this is something we're just starting with most of you. And I know that the lesson next week will dive more into morals. So just do your best with this part. But all my P2 friends, we have worked on title, characters, setting. Where am I? Beginning, middle, and end. So I know you can do that, okay? I'm going to come back over here. So that Fable story map, feel free to either print it off and handwrite your answers and then take a photo and submit it like you've been doing, or you could recreate it typed on a doc. Do whatever's easier for you. Okay, and then I need you to submit it, which means send it in to the teachers. If you have any questions, you can reach out to your homeroom teachers or reach out to me, Ms. Meshlam. And again, because we love to repeat our learning targets, you're going to say, I can retell a story and find the moral or lesson in a story. Happy reading and writing! Now here's optional. You do not have to do this, but it's something you can do. I know friends have been logging into their Epic accounts, which is awesome. I pulled out some fables that were on Epic. You can read any fables you want after The Lion and the Mouse, but here are some extras I put in. There's The Boy Who Cried Wolf, Ants and Grasshopper, Tortoise's Trick, Three Billy Goats Gruff, The Tortoise and the Hare. And then this says Aesop's Fables by Aesop. So it's actually a collection of lots of fables in one book. There's all different levels. So it's just like when we're at Carleton. Different kids are reading different books at different times in their career at Carleton, and that's okay. So choose the one that's best for you. Choose the one that would be in your browsing box. There's also some in Spanish. I did pull out one for you, Three Billy Goats Gruff, Los Tres Chifitos, and I pulled that out, but there are more on there. And as a reminder, how to log into your Epic account. These are the same instructions that Mr. Giso has given in his lessons and I've given before. I'm keeping them the same to make it easier for everybody. That's all right here. And just as a reminder, we have the video, the read aloud here. We have the book, the illustrated book, and the story map. All right, friends, I am really, really, really excited to see your assignments when you turn them in, of you retelling the book and giving us all the different parts of the story. So again, enjoy your time reading the fable, The Lion and the Mouse, and I can't wait to see the work that you do. All right, bye P2.